Hello, everybody. It's January the 15th, 2016, and another edition of Bill Bink's Trumpet Talk. And today, I wanted to have a quick discussion about famous trumpet players that you've never heard of, or likely never heard of. These are trumpet players that recorded much of the studio work here in Los Angeles, and some in New York in the 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, and even into the 80s, I believe. So these are some of the really great trumpet players and part of a really important part of our trumpet playing history. I'm going to play a recording of Carnival of Venice, arranged by Pete Rugolo. This is, let's see if I can get this to work right. Okay. Trumpet player, sorry about that. Trumpets and flugelhorns on this recording. Frank Beach, Condi Candoli, Pete Candoli, Don Fagerquist, Manny Klein, Cappy Lewis, Ollie Mitchell, Euan Racy, Joe Triscari, and Ray Triscari. This is Carnival of Venice by Pete Rugolo. That first trumpet player likely was Manny Klein, but I'm not sure. And that sounds like Manny also. When Henry Mancini recorded, he often asked Manny Klein to play the solos because he wanted it, as Mancini used to say, pure vanilla. And if you look up some of these trumpet players, Joe Triscari, Ray Triscari, I think on YouTube there are some pretty amazing solos. Manny Klein himself played one of the Jolivet concertos at the Hollywood Bowl. And he only had like a little over a week or two to learn the piece. And it's likely that if they did get the music ahead of time for this, it probably wasn't a long time. That sounds like Manny again. Frank Beach is a great trumpet player. Played a lot of lead playing. Died, I think, quite young in an accident. Pete Candoli and his brother played on The Man with the Golden Arm, Elmer Bernstein score. Great score. Yeah, there you have it. 10 trumpet players you probably never heard of, but have heard very often in movie scores and television shows. For some reason, I've got the mic set way down here. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this short little listening session to acquaint you with some of the trumpet players that you've never heard of before. Maybe you have. I hope you have. Euan Racy was one of the great trumpet players and teachers of our time, and he taught, among others, Arturo Sandoval was one of his students. When he came to Los Angeles, Arturo took lessons with him. Okay, that's it. Hope you enjoyed the quick listening lesson, and hope you're well. Take care. Bye-bye. Okay, I wanted to put this little tag on to the last video, and that is reminds me of an article I just read in the Local 47 Musicians Union newspaper. And Rick Baptist, the great trumpet player, is now vice president of the union, and he mentions how sad it is that the new Star Wars movie, which was recorded in Los Angeles, doesn't have any of the musicians who played in the orchestra listed in the credits. So that is one reason why you've probably never heard of those trumpet players we just talked about, but have heard of in many, many recordings. So you have to do some digging, but you can't find the names of people who did some of these recordings. And it's worth looking into because they're great artists and they deserve to have their name better known. Okay, take care. Bye-bye.